Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Behind the Closed Doors. And today is the workshop Smoke and Gels. Now, Smoke and Gels is a workshop that I absolutely love to teach. It's all about creating special effects in your images and creating something that's really cool to look at. So today it's not just about smoke and gels. We're also going to combine light sources. So we have these beautiful LED tubes in from non-light, and they are of course remote controllable, and we're going to combine those with strobes. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Behind the Closed Doors. You know the drill, right? If you like what we do, subscribe to our channel, leave comments below, but most of all, tell other people about our channel so we can grow. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Oh, and in case you wonder why the RV is actually on this side of the building, tomorrow we have a workshop in Eindhoven. So tonight we're actually gonna leave, gonna spend the night in the RV, and then tomorrow a workshop in Eindhoven. But today, smoke and gels. Okay, so we are still getting a lot of questions about what I use during the photo shoot, because you guys know I'm shooting to the iPad Pro, so I'm going to show you how we connect everything in the studio, and it's actually pretty simple. Okay, so of course, when you're on location, you can just connect your camera straight, of course, into the USB-C connector of the iPad Pro. At the moment, I'm using the IQ wire cables, of course, and a small hub, and this is actually not that interesting. You can buy a lot online. The only thing you have to be careful for is make sure that you have one that supports power over your USB-C, and not all do. HDMI to an external monitor, as you can see here. And the nice thing about the software I'm using, that's actually Cascable, is that you can set it up to show a mirrored image, so you see this on the external monitor, or just the image that comes in. And that's how it's set up now. So I'm using Cascable for tethering. Now, when I started out with tethering to the iPad Pro or the iPad, it was only possible to do this with, of course, Wi-Fi. And Wi-Fi, in all honesty, for RAW files, that's way too slow. So I was always looking for something with a cable. And I found Cascable, and in March this year, 2022, they actually also support my Sony camera. Now, things change fast. So recently also Capture One came out with an app to support tethering via a wire on your iPad Pro. Now, I'm always a big fan of Capture One, but after version, I believe 12, I didn't upgrade anymore. And they are now at 23, and somehow I don't use the app. It's a subscription model, and I'm already with Adobe for the subscription model. So I just bought Cascable for, I believe, 86 euros, and there's no subscription model, and it just works all the time. I did do the beta test for Capture One, and I can already tell you guys, it looks absolutely awesome. So if you're invested in the ecocenter of course, Capture One, I highly recommend the app if you want to shoot tethered. It just works flawlessly together. But for me, I'm sticking with Cascable for the moment, but who knows, maybe that changes. And of course, Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop. So now, how do we get the images to the computer or to the big screen? Let me show you that. At the moment, I'm connected with HDMI, as you can see here, and that's of course a direct connection. But over here, you also see that we have an old Chromecast. And you don't need the newest one, but just one that supports HD, of course. Now the thing is, a Chromecast, iOS, does that work? Yes, there are several apps out there that make it possible to use your Chromecast to stream from your iPad or your iPhone or whatever. However, do be careful. Some of those apps charge you a lot of money. The app that we are using is actually only about 4 euros, and it works like a charm. So I can highly recommend using that app. And you know what? I'm just going to show you the app because I'm next to the iPad, right? So the app we are using is the TV Mirror Plus. So make sure you check that app out. It really works like a charm. And as mentioned, it's only about 4 euros. So hey, that always helps. Okay, the model is coming in. The students are coming in. We have a small group today. Let's start the workshop. Okay guys, that was the workshop Smo. We are now packing up the RV to drive to Eindhoven for the workshop tomorrow. But that's gonna be another episode. See you again next time. Bye guys.